You got me feeling emotions. Chillmonger. Pablo Hidalgo said the stupidest thing I heard in a while. He actually responded to a couple of trolls who were making fun of Star Wars Theory. You know, the YouTuber with 2 million subscribers, the popular guy, who everyone knows for his theory videos where he would try to piece together things about, is Snoke actually Darth Plagueis? Maybe he's Windu. What could be going on? That guy. The guy who invests a lot of his time on the Star Wars show. So he's watching a show, a series called Mandalorian. One which Pablo Hidalgo, this executive on the Star Wars, on the Lucasfilm storyboard, one which Pablo Hidalgo has nothing to do with, no creative input. And Star Wars Theory got emotional, cried, tears of joy, when Luke Skywalker appears on the screen and it's him, and it's not like he wasn't The Last Jedi, it's a hero Luke. So that's what happens. So in this tweet that the troll did, Pablo, in his private account, tweeted, "Emotions are not for sharing." What? The context is incredibly serious, incredibly meaningful to the story. If the context of emotions are not for sharing is, look at Theory throwing a fit because this was the worst episode and he's being negative and unreasonable, you know what? Emotions are not for sharing. This was not the case. This was someone who was happy with what he was seeing and organically reacting. This man has put out 8 videos, 8 live stream reactions to the show. You can watch it with him, like a community stream type thing. And all 8 times, well, 2 out of the 8 times I remember him crying when Boba Fett showed up and when Luke Skywalker shows up. If this man was being inauthentic or fake or something, hey, emotions are not for sharing. Stop putting on an act. This was genuine from this guy who was, for the most part, for that whole episode, dull face. Oh, look at him. Yeah. That was he was doing. He was not putting it on a show. So when you tell this man emotions are not for sharing, and you are being, you know, as a position of this lead nerd, looking down at another guy basically for nerding out, I see what's happening. There's some selective emotions are not for sharing tweeting. What's happening here, and we all know it, is that the Mandalorian show is Favreau and Filoni's. And it feels like there's 2 different camps there at Lucasfilm. There's the one that's going to expire with Kathleen Kennedy's contract, and then there's the one who's producing Rangers of the New Republic, Mando, Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka. There's that crew. There were those 4 shows which I'm going to watch and support and do videos covering. And then there's Andor. And then there's Lando. And then there's... Man, I can't even remember their shows, man. But there's only 4 shows I'm interested in. And The Bad Batch. There's only 5 shows I'm interested in here coming out of The Good Guys. Deborah Chow's doing Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know where that's going to land, but if I don't hear Favreau and Filoni have any say behind it, hey, I'm not going to be subscribed to Disney Plus for that. Because that's going to be Team Pablo Hidalgo, Team Kathleen Kennedy. If there are going to be 2 sides and 2 camps, and that's where Pablo wants to put down his flag, where he's just going to crap on people like Theory, then okay, I understand. If Theory being emotionally, you know, happy for the way that they use Luke Skywalker is going to grind your gears, Pablo Hidalgo, I understand. I see the type of human being you are. And I can see that that's being bred from leadership. It's coming from up top, Kennedy. Now Lucasfilm, people who worked at Star Wars, they've been crapping on fans in the past. And usually it's when they crap on the racist, angry people shitting on Rose Tico, and they kind of categorize them and they say, bad. Those people morally are corrupt and they have the high ground in that situation. With Star Wars Theory, that man is neutral. He doesn't have any say in this culture war. I don't think he voted for Trump. He definitely didn't vote for Trump. He's Canadian. Which is what it's all about. Let's be real. That's what the world has come to. If you vote for Trump, it's over. I mean, I didn't vote for Trump. I don't support Trump or nothing, but still, that's how it is. Trump, he gets in everything, and then I have to go on a side tangent. But he's not one of those angry, racist, sexist, bigot, everything people. He just seems to take to Luke Skywalker in Favreau's universe show, same universe, better than he took to J.J. Abrams' Rian Johnson's version. And Pablo Hidalgo said, no, no, no. I am not having it. It's a professional baby. And he's out. Time is ticking right now. Kathleen Kennedy's time is ticking. 2021 is going to be a great year because I believe when she goes, he goes. He's not going to have time to do these tweets. You know who doesn't tweet? Filoni, Favreau. Look at their Twitter timelines right now. They're too busy producing great things. When's the last time Pablo Hidalgo put something out that his name was on, which we liked? Probably a couple of comic books maybe here and there. And even then you could probably associate the creative with what's Charles Soule or one of them other guys, Kieran Gillen. This Pablo Hidalgo guy just made a stupid mistake. Emotions are not for sharing. Yes, they are. They actually are for sharing. You bring your kid in, you say, son, I'm going to show you this. It's called Mandalorian. You're going to become a fan just like I was. And if you want more, yay, Disney Plus has Clone Wars and everything. The emotion is the reason why we buy merchandise. The emotion is the reason why we do videos like this, where we promote the show, even by talking about it. Emotion is definitely for sharing. That specific emotion, people doing reaction videos, watching their favorite show, I don't care what the show is. That is definitely for sharing. That is the goal of Lucasfilm or any company that puts out something. To think that you're doing the right thing by going after theory. Like, who are you winning over? There's this man who makes content for the fans year after year for the last 5 years. And all it does is build, man, it builds Star Wars' awareness. He's doing the work for you. And you're gonna go after this guy for crying. He's being a baby. Pablo Hidalgo is cancelled. I care not for this human being. He said the wrong thing. Chill rants. If you disagree with that, I don't know what to say for you. I don't know how you could disagree with anything there. This is just a guy crying watching Luke Skywalker appear. And Pablo Hidalgo is sour because he's not crying for the way Luke Skywalker appeared in the shitty movies, in the Nyquil trilogy, like Mark with a C says. Video over, chillmonger. And you know what's crazy? This video's not over. I did a video maybe 3 days ago talking about Cosca Reeves and Boba Fett and why one is stronger than the other, and I gave my input, and some of you guys came back in the comments and said, no, actually, the Mama Core isn't just as big as the Sarlacc was. The pits are different. There's a whole lot that you're not taking into account. And you guys came at me with what you believed Boba Fett was and what you didn't believe Cosca Reeves was, and that's all good. And we're arguing the fiction. That's welcome. Even when you disagree with me and you think I'm being stupid. I mean, some people were writing stupid comments and I just dismissed them. But like, if you just say, "Oh, you're stupid, chillmonger," do you even watch? No, give me some meat to your claims. And one of you guys went really hard, and I liked that comment, even though you disagreed with me completely. But we can disagree on that, the fiction of it. That's great. Outside of that, a guy having emotion for Star Wars and you're not okay with that, and you work at Star Wars, hit the road. I don't know what you're doing there. You are what Filoni isn't. And what Filoni is going to be is your job. Things need to run through Filoni. And he knows that. And I wasn't going to make... I've been saying this in other videos. Everyone's been saying it. He's been hearing it. He knows his time is coming. And this is a man on borrowed time. Actually took that tweet, "Emotions are not for sharing," and he made it his cover photo. This guy with a private account made it his cover photo, like he was proud of it, showcasing it. That's bullshit. Pablo Hidalgo, Lucasfilm storyboard. He gets a thumbs down from me over here. If you disagree with me, please in the comments help me out, but I'm pretty sure everyone here has a functioning brain and can agree on that. This is like not a divisive topic at all. It's Pablo Hidalgo saying that a fan crying over Luke Skywalker isn't for sharing. He doesn't get the industry he's in. On the grand scale of serious topics, it's not that major. It's not, but it really is something that you shouldn't be doing, and it just... Like I said before, the moral high ground, when everyone was making fun of Rose Tico, you were able to say, it's those hateful people. Theory is not that. It's you, Pablo Hidalgo. He's just mad that those people, the angry people, they had legitimate cases against the Last Jedi, against the Rise of Skywalker. Same way to how Comic Skate, if you guys know Comic Skate community, they've got legitimate issues with the way that superheroes are being treated right now in Marvel and DC and everywhere. Just because they're hateful people, it's easy to be like, okay, look, you see the racism there? He said that about Miles. He didn't say that about the other Green Lantern. And you're like, yeah, you know what? Those guys are racist. And I can say that easily. Comicsgate, racist group, no problems, even if you may disagree with that. But it's when you start going after the neutral people, it's like, no, 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 no. You're not this advocate for race, justice, and stuff. You're just sour. You're just mad people didn't like your product. That's all this is. True colors revealed. If they weren't already revealed, which they were for me. They've got their quotas. They don't understand real, true, inclusion, real diversity, and all those positive words that they claim to be about. They don't get it. I'm getting all of this from Pablo Hidalgo tweeting emotion is not for sharing.